Good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to the fourth session of our ongoing career counseling webinar series, an initiative dedicated to empowering school counselors, educators, and administrators to better support the career aspirations of our students. Our journey began with a session on the importance of profile building and exposure for students that was followed by an engaging discussion on empowering principals and administrators leading career readiness in schools. We then explored career driven teaching, preparing students for the future. Today, we move forward to a critical theme, which is guiding counselors towards navigating career pathways with expertise. This session is vital because it focuses on strengthening the counselor's role, the bridge between the student aspirations and meaningful career pathways. We are privileged to welcome Shri Manoj Kumar Srivastav. He is the Director Training at CBSE. He's our keynote speaker for today, a renowned person for his commitment to enhancing educator capacity. Mr. Srivastav has led impactful training initiatives across CBSE schools, and he oversees 18 centers of excellence and ACCPD Raebareli. Under his leadership, the training unit has introduced a mandatory training framework aligned with CBT guidelines and NEP 2020, emphasizing STEM education for 2025. His forward thinking efforts include promoting localized learning, communities through district level deliberations, I should say, aiming to empower teachers and improve student outcomes. We look forward to his guidance today, sir, and we are really privileged to have you with us, especially today when we can really navigate in helping school counselors support students in navigate in our meaningful career pathways. The expert for today's session is Dr. Purushottam Jangir. He is the head HR operation, Dana India, who brings rich industry insights on how educational guidance must be attuned to the dynamic demands of the real world. The context setting, as usual, would be by Mr. Jitin Chawla, Director, Jitin Chawla Center for Career Development. His insights remind us that career counseling is no longer a one time event, but a continuous journey aligned with the evolving dreams of the students. I invite you all to participate wholeheartedly, absorb the knowledge shared on the forum, and take back actionable strategies to empower every student you guide. We would be taking up queries maybe in the end or even in the middle, so you can always put in your queries on the thank you once again for being with us today. Let's look forward to an inspiring and enriching session ahead. Welcome now, Sir Srivastav sir, to please take the forum and help us with your guidance. Thank you so much.
Respected principals across the country and the counselors, career counselors, and psychologists, the heads of the Center of Excellence, and the various other officers of the training unit and of the board. And thank you for inviting me for the webinar today. I'm really feeling happy to be a part of this. And I understand that this webinar is open for all, but it is actually meant for principal and career counselors. But of course, the parents, students, and teachers all can avail from this session, and which has been planned by the CPSC for a very clear purpose, which is relatable to all of us. Back home we all keep discussing about a child, about the career aspirations and what should be the career goal, and how do we guide the child. So it actually involves a lot of discussion. Wherever you go in guiding counselors navigate with expertise. Neeti, you inform us, all of us, that we have Mr. Jitin Chawla, Director, Center for Career Development. So, Jitin, we welcome you wholeheartedly in the CBSE system. And we are keenly looking forward to listen to you and giving us a very pragmatic context about the whole issue, the way it exists today. We also have Dr. Purushottam, which Niti was informing us, who would be letting us know about the possibilities that lie ahead for all of us, as students, as teachers, as principal, as parents, in terms of associating with the universities, and also, how do we engage the parents? Because end of the day, we are a society which is really little complex, and then any decision that a parent take or a child takes, everybody involves. So therefore, there is a very important role of the parents in career planning. This session, as I learned from Neeti when she spoke to me a couple of days back, will be guiding all of us for chartering a kind of career counseling program in the school system, and that would help students to make a very meaningful and informed decision. A participant are likely to get to know about a broader framework because schools are usually busy into the day-to-day curriculum transactions, but then when it comes to career counseling, it calls for a different expertise, and therefore it is important to have a clear formulation of career counseling strategies which would actually cater to the students' diverse aspirations, and also because they come from different backgrounds, so it also takes that part into consideration. And I'm also inclined to invite you the attention of the circular which was issued by the Niti, Media and PR Group, which was issued under the signature of Secretary CBSE Himanshuji on 31st March 2024, which was which is in a way sets a tone for the priorities that we should be having an ecosystem for the, and it is very satisfying to know that entire month of April and May we have lined up a series of on such an important topic. And today's session, which Niti has invited me for, is the fourth in the series. The whole idea is to create a very sufficiently sensitized community that helps create a supportive environment for career decision-making process. And none of us can actually, from our responsibility as a teacher, as an elder brother, as members of the family, or as a principal, or as policy maker also. And therefore, so let's actually actively engage into this. As far as CBC school principals are concerned, they do on very rich to that. The importance of parental involvement again would give us a different perspective, and the both parents and the student will have a greater clarity and confidence. And what is good to know also, Niti, and I must compliment you and Secretary Saab that you have already predefined learning outcomes from the session, which is very good because that makes clearly what is going to be the takeaways for the session. And you have rightly said that design is structured year-long career guidance program. So I think the schools which are listening to this session, to Jitinji and the other key speaker, will get to know how do they institutionalized or structured career guidance program in their school system, and what are the opportunities that exist in terms of collaboration with the universities and the higher education ecosystem, and then also learning techniques to involving parents in a very, very amicable way, very, very cordial way, because there are generation gaps, and it calls for a very careful handling. So it is going to be very useful. I'll be very keenly listening to the entire sessions throughout the day. And as Niti has pointed out, if anyone has got any query or any suggestion or any value addition, is always welcome to do on the chat box. And I do wish all the participants a very enriching and productive session today. And do appreciate the joining of both experts for the webinar today. So thank you, Niti, so very much for inviting me, and thank you all the participants.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this, I should say, insightful and enriching guidance that you have provided to all of us. We'll be looking forward to many more such sessions from you. Maybe I really want to have a detailed session one of the days, maybe in a podcast form or something, so that we all come to know what all is happening on the training front under your guidance. So thank you so much. And we also are joined by Dr. Purushottam. He is there. Welcome, sir. And we'll be looking forward to the interaction with you also. Over to Jitin, sir. Please take the session forward. Thank you so much. You're on mute, sir.
Thanks a lot, Niti ma'am, and thank you, Srivastav ji. It was great listening to you, and I think you completely worked out step by step how this will happen. So we have been interacting with a lot of students, parents, and teachers, counselors, and of course principals. So we come across a lot of things, and I try to combine all of that at one place and deliver. I hope this adds value. I'm thankful to CBSE. Of course, initial interaction was with Himanshu ji and Niti ma'am, and of course, Sudesh ma'am, Irene ma'am have been helping us. So I'm thankful to everyone so that in making this happen. Okay, so on to the brass tacks. So let me quickly ask you a question. Uh, I normally ask children, let me see how fast you reply. If you will reply in more than 5 seconds, then I will imagine that you are Googling, or maybe more than 3 seconds. Some of you might be having fast fingers. So I'm looking at the chat and my chat is open, so you will reply quickly. Can you tell me any two BTS songs you have heard of? Any two. So I'm checking how much you know about your audience, that is children. Any two BTS songs you heard of? I got first answer as no, no. Euphoria Butter. Vidula was the first to answer. Vidula, where are you from? And she's absolutely correct. Dynamite. Priyanka Sharma also answered correctly. Good. A lot of people are saying no. Dipanshi answered correctly. And of course, now you would carry. So I'll change the question now. We'll do more of BTS. Let's see what you answer. Uh, One of the BTS band members, he lost his passport during traveling across Sweden. Whom are we talking about? The new question is, okay, I think, oh, RM is the, okay, you guys know. Some people are saying no, 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 no idea. Yeah, I know that. I think I'm getting, it's a dipstick study, but I'll imagine 80% people don't know. Okay, okay. More on to careers. Which IIT can I join if I have humanities? If I have humanities, which IITs can I join and for what course? Answer me completely. Which IIT Delhi? No. After 12th, I'm speaking. Mr. Ramdev, not IIT Delhi. IIT Guwahati, Viduta, yes, I can. IIT Chennai, not now. It was earlier. It was IIT Madras, not now. Bombay is the correct answer. Vijayanti Mala ma'am is correct. A lot of people are playing. Okay, Guwahati is correct answer. Fashion designer IIT Delhi. No, IIT Delhi does not have any fashion design course. Bombay is the correct answer. Which exam does Bombay do? It's a very famous exam. Which exam does Bombay do? IIT Bombay, which exam do I give? I can be a humanities student, still I can join a course B design at IIT Mumbai. Which exam? UCET is the correct answer. Ms. Sudha Srinivasan answered it first of all. UCET is the correct answer. Great. Which top engineering college? I'm changing the question now. Which top engineering college? Which top engineering college in India offers a BTech program for humanities with math student? Okay, I'll give you the name of the program. It is called BTech Computer Science and Social Sciences. Which institute am I talking about? Not IIT Bombay, no. This is not an IIT. It's not an IIT. IIT Madras earlier had HSE, not now. Now it is only masters. Not Roorkee, no. Not BHU, no. I have not said that it's an IIT. RV, no. Okay, answer to this is Triple IT Delhi. Triple IT Delhi has an excellent program called BTech Social Sciences and Computer Science. Half the children, half the students they take, half the seats are reserved for humanities. Can you imagine that? Humanities with maths people. Long time back, a former vice chancellor of Delhi University, they started a center called CIC Delhi University. Under CIC, they had named the courses as BTech Humanities and BTech Psychology. So there was some pressure to change the course. So the answer is very Delhi. Like, I was just showing you what's happening. Structure all the process doing so much, but you all can. So how you can really help the children in understanding themselves and understanding what pathways to follow to be very, very successful. I will guarantee that all of you will take away a lot of things from this session. In case this will be there on available on YouTube also on the CBSE channel also, so you can look at it later on also. But definitely, I'll be happy to answer any questions. So let's start. Next. So quickly, I'll just take you through. We'll discuss what is happening, what are the challenges you face. A lot of counselors want to talk about careers. They are approached by students, but somehow where to start. And again, the moment somebody asks you commerce careers, so internally, like my team has 34 people, I tell my team members that if a commerce person is speaking to you, and if you start the discussion with CA and become honest, I'll take a gun and I'll shoot you. Why? Because I mean, this everybody knows. If I speak to, I don't know, a guy driving a auto rickshaw, if I speak to a bus driver, everyone will say become CA, become CA. So, as a career counselor working with me, if somebody says, well, look, that's an option, but you can say it later on. I would like my team to start with new upcoming options like business analytics, finance, fintech, certified fraud examiner, insolvency professional, and so on. Yeah. So convention careers, or if I'm a bio student, bioinformatics, bio plus management, BSc law, which combines law and bio. So if you are still stuck up in conventional careers, it is very difficult. And then of course, how to make career learning fun. And today we have so powerful tool. We have so much of AI help available, and AI can really help you in unbundling things for you and giving you amazing. And I'll show it to you today. We'll actually work on it while we go through it. Next. So a lot of times, the training in career awareness may not be there, like I was speaking. For example, public policy is coming up, or cyber law is coming up, or behavioral economics, fintech. Sometimes even career counseling sessions are happening. So thus, a lot of times, there are universities approaching and so on. But we have to distinguish whether it is just marketing or is there some value addition happening in that session. I remember somebody telling me long time back that हमारे यहाँ बहुत career counseling होता है. I asked her who has done career counseling. So she named a coaching institute, an air hostess training institute. So they are probably not equipped to do career counseling. They can speak about their area maybe. That also if the school works out what. Like I'll be speaking later about this also, that can how schools can invite people, like what all to take care of when you invite people for workshops. How do you structure it? Of course, CBS has also done one more thing, and a lot of my friends, counselors, and principals are telling me visits are being organized. So it's a good idea to visit. It's a good idea to go, because all universities will not come to you. Sometimes you can also go and visit a lot of, and there are amazing universities doing amazing work, and amazing government universities also. I was just interacting with a friend of mine who's a registrar at Gujarat National Law University, and he talked at my office. He was just visiting us, and he talked about space law, a center on space law. I said, I have heard it for the first time that there's a special PhD in space law. So I'm just sharing. So there can be a lot of gaps, and we'll work out ways on how to address these. Next, please. So first step is industry research. Like I hope you all understand that increasingly computer science jobs, unless you are on cybersecurity or AR VR or a couple of such technologies, otherwise normal entry level jobs are going down. Yeah. And a lot of your children who are looking at engineering are looking at computer science, surprisingly. Yeah. But they are not being guided on that, go for civil engineering. or go for electrical engineering, go for electronics engineering. Do you know that there is anybody who can tell me, again a question, anybody who can tell me from where can I take up fire engineering? If you answer in more than 3 seconds, I would imagine you're Googling or you're chat GPTing. Fire engineering. Have you heard this before? Let's be honest about it. Have you heard this before? Yes or no? Fire engineering. Good. Yes, it's available at an institute. This great. So it just calls out. Okay, great. Wait, how maybe technology. So future job markets. You need data-driven guidance. How do I help parents and students with factual insights? And how do I stay updated? And how do I combine? So I have a student who's interested in creative, but tech also, and is looking at a mixture of tech and creative. So what kind of courses do I suggest? Maybe I have a person who's interested in bio, but is good at memorizing also. Can I suggest BSc law? Yeah, and so on. Next. So how do I go about it? How do I research on what is? So these are the top places you can research, people. So me and my team, like internally also, we use these places, and this is available to you. So McKinsey publishes every year Future of Work. India Skills Report is published by CII, AICTE, and VBox. NASSCOM does Future Skills Prime, more on technology and digital economy. What kind of employment is happening? World Economic Forum is there, so Future of Jobs report, very, very popular all over the world. I'm sure some of you would be looking at it. ONET, it's amazing. ONET is ONET is like 78,263 careers. ONET lists down. It's the largest classification of careers. And then of course Forbes career newsletter is there. Yeah. So if I am a school counselor, I'll definitely use these. I'll use these to unravel what is happening. And some of these come at different times. So at least I'll hook on to two or three just to understand what is happening. Yeah. These are some best resources to understand how the future of work is changing. Yeah. Next, please use these. I'll quickly showcase a little bit about these. So, like they are talking about generative AI. 1 in 16 workers will need to transition to new occupation. Even people are working right now also. Next. Yeah. So this is brought by McKinsey. India skills, how is employability like, and what is happening on a global level as far as India is concerned. So you can see which domains, so how much employment for BE, BTech, management. Yesterday I was speaking to somebody, very senior corporate person, and he was like beyond MBA. I said, yeah, my small reel on beyond MBA, it amassed almost 2.5 lakh views. Why? Because I really like, if I generally go around, a lot of people think that MBA is a solution. A lot of parents think MBA is a solution, but masters in public policy, even masters in advertising. I've sent students outside for masters in digital transformation. I can do a master's in psychology. I could do specialized programs across different domain areas and then build up. So this report shows us where the demand is high, like green energy, healthcare. Healthcare is something which is really increasing. But are we able to guide our people accordingly? Next. I'm just seeing if, okay, we'll take questions after 5 minutes. I think I'll open up for questions, and then I'll pull in Dr. Purushottam for his comments. NASSCOM Future Skills Prime. Again, which areas are there where growth is there? So cybersecurity is a big area. Do you know that? Please just open up a window on the side and tell me whatever you could find on Estonia. Tell me which is the top university in Estonia, and then I will tell you what you have been able to find out. What you are able to find out about Estonia as a country, which area it is strong for, and which universities are the topmost universities. Any quick answers I'm looking for. Estonia. What do I what do I do if I go to Estonia? Which career is Estonia really famous for? I'm just looking at feedback from you people. Life science, somebody said, okay. Anybody else? Estonia. About 5 years, 6 years back, when I heard for the first time, I was not very clear, honestly. ICT, yes. Okay, they are very well known for cybersecurity. Cybersecurity. Tartu is a good university for life sciences, but if you look at it, people, cybersecurity and the topmost university is Talent. Tallinn. Tallinn is the topmost university. Do you know what is the cost there? Yeah. Do you know what is the cost of studying in Tallinn University of Australia? It's 6 lakhs per annum. It's just 6 lakhs per annum. Yeah. So 6 lakhs per annum. If you look at a lot of institutes in India, they would be charging around the same, you know. So just sharing with you that how you can further and why Estonia, I said about 6 years back, they just focused on cybersecurity. They built up, they gave specialized visas for people who are experienced in cybersecurity. That's how it was. Next, please. World Economic Forum, like where jobs are being created, which areas jobs are there. You can see similarity between this and the previous one. Next. Forbes Career Newsletter. Yeah. So again, I mean, all these will help you in understanding hiring trends and different sectors. Of course, if one keeps on following it, then you would understand. So, for example, in fintech, what is happening is fintech hot or microfinance. Like typically, if a student is coming after graduation or in second or third year of graduation, so I would need to sit with them and understand what do they do for masters. Next. So I would probably fall back on Forbes career newsletter to basically. So where is growth? Where is jobs? Of course, one or two sectors they might be up and down at a time. But fintech, retail tech, we all love Blinkit. Yeah, I'm sure you keep on ordering on Blinkit all the time. Yeah. So any people have used Blinkit today? I'm just checking. I didn't use it today. I used it yesterday. Okay, not much. Okay, past 3 days. I would say yes. Yeah, past 3 days, almost all of you. Yeah. So much. So that's why it is big. See, think what all you yourself are using. Agri-tech, edutech. Check out Duolingo. If I check with any of your schools, there would be a certain percent of people who would have used Duolingo. Huge edutech platform. Yeah. Health tech, media tech. For example, you have Netflix, Hotstar. Clean tech. So Tesla is a clean tech company. Prop tech is really huge. Today, if you're in Dubai and you are starting in real estate, so you will go to buyouth.com. You will check Buyouth for everything. So what is Buyouth? It's a prop tech. In India also, Square Yards is a prop tech venture. Yeah. So these are areas where there is growth, where there are more companies coming up, there is employment and so on. Next. Similarly, next is legal tech. So maybe after 3 years, lawyers will come. They would work more with AI. They would create maybe legal GPTs. Yeah. Similarly, sports tech. A lot of your children are interested in sports. So sports management, sports tech, sports analytics is a big field. Travel tech. We all use Is My Trip, Make My Trip, and so on. Do you know there's a government institute called IITTM, and they offer BBA Travel and Tourism. BBA Travel and Tourism. Yeah. IITTM is a government institute with branches all over India. I know IITTM Noida, Gwalior, Bhubaneswar. So IITTM is a government of India's institute it's under Ministry of Tourism, and they are present. And it's not so difficult also. So instead of joining some Tom Dick Harry private university where they pay more, uh, I would rather join IITTM. Yeah, yeah. I think some of you know about it. Great. Mr. Kuldeep Singh knows about it. Maybe you want to work with the government, but government tech. TCS does a lot of work when it comes to income tax department, couple of other departments. Same with Infosys also. Next. So how do I check out new areas? If you follow people, this is one example. So Nasir Hussain runs NAS Academy. So if you search for NAS Academy courses, you will get courses like, you'll get cryptocurrency, blockchain, you will get how to be an Airbnb host, how to be a sound designer, how to be a filmmaker. Yeah. So a lot of unconventional options you will see when you open up NAS Academy courses. Next, similarly, you can check out futurelearn.com. Futurelearn.com. How do I use AI? I'll see if I have time, then I'll probably showcase some things to you also. But how do I use AI for career curriculum planning? I can use vo.dev, which is an AI driven website and app generator. Gamma.app is again a freemium model, and you can make presentations through it. Attendance Genius is a streamlined attendance management platform. So these are some tools. Next, there are some tools which are being used. vCareers is pretty good. So how to give your own interviews, how to craft winning resumes, practicing mock interviews. So everything is built up on vCareers. Next, this has AI powered guide, so that's how you can use vCareers. English corners. So a lot of people even struggle with English, and though it's not about English or Hindi, but you can use English corner to build up on your English communication skills. Next. So code.org is amazing. In fact, I use code.org to create some party music. This is like dance party AI edition. Maybe just try it once today. So I we also feel that all of your children, like in junior classes, a lot of children do also, but let them look at free options. Why? There are a lot of private bodies offering this, that, but these are the three most strong, websites to learn coding and allied area, which is free of charge, completely free of charge, are Code Academy. I'm writing in the chat also, W3 Schools and code.org. Code.org is a huge venture. Yeah. So there is millions in funding, and then that's how they run it. Just check it out. Next. If some people are facing problem in hearing, you can just log in again because others are able to hear. So, how AI is being used? So, Lena is a 11-year-old girl. She used an AI application to detect eye diseases through a unique scanning method using an iPhone. And she has made her this thing called Ogler Eye Scan. And she started developing when she was 10. Yeah. So you will actually get people, very young students, who would now use AI and try to do a lot of experimentation around. Why? Because easy availability of data, which earlier was not available. You know. So today I can just use an AI and have multiple sources. It depends on my prompting. So look at the kind of project which Lena was able to do. Next. So your children also can look at projects, look at research, which will really help. Okay, these are the myths which parents come to counselors, and a lot of people keep on sharing. So Indian parents just are about marks. How do I how do I get into Delhi University today? It is through an exam called CUET. Yeah. What score will let me get into a college like SRCC or St. Stephen's, the most famous colleges? What score, people? Can you give me any score? Is my voice okay for other people? 90%. No. You don't need percentage in 12th. No. What score do I need if I want to send Stephen, or score? What is the maximum score in CUET? No. No. What is 50? What is 50%? No, not at all. Delhi University takes people through CUET, not 12th class board marks. 100 percentile is the right answer. I'll need 800 on 800. You know, I will need 800. 100 percentile is the right answer. Yes. So it is not marks, it is CUET. How do I get into the topmost institute for law, National Law School Bangalore? What do you think? What do I need for the best school in law, National Law School Bangalore? What do I need? CLAT. Yeah, absolutely. Dr. Sonia is absolutely correct. I need CLAT. So it's a competition. What do I need for HM? competition. What do you need for NIFT? Competition. Yeah. 99% of things ask for competition. Yeah. So, so it doesn't depend exactly on academics. Then a lot of people feel maths is important. Of course, maths does open up a few careers, but a lot of careers like law, like public policy, like psychology. I don't need maths. Yeah, I don't need maths for this. Humanities, I can build up. I can get into law and really build up a phenomenal career. Similarly, there are so many other universities beyond, say, DU is talked about, and some colleges are really good, but not all the colleges, you know. So all these are myths which exist, and we'll have to take it on one by one. Next, next, please. So I've just covered, you know, what resources for students and how to do, of course, what activities for career planning, career communities. If you can make career communities, make a group of 3, 4, 5 people from senior classes who can keep on building up, who can keep on researching, who can keep on. Some of your schools are really old schools, so a lot of your alumni are working. People pause 10 years back, if invited back to the school, which a lot of schools do also, but in a more structured way. Internships or job shadowing can be really, really helpful. So it's not easy to get an internship, but people like me, we built up a portal where school students can, go and do a 10-hour internship. Internship has to be a live work experience. It should not be a recorded thing about careers. So that's a separate thing. Internship is where students are able to do some work. One of the most powerful things to let student understand about that career. Research is very, very important. Doing a research paper on a topic. Let's say I had a student in psychology. Her topic was psychological implications of euthanasia. I had a student interested in tech and psychology. His topic was of the research paper how emotions can be understood using tech. Yeah, I hope I'm communicating to you. So doing a research paper and even publishing it in a journal is a good story. You can use theater-based scripts to help people. So people like we got some scripts made which a lot of our partner schools utilized. Of course, schools keep on using workshops, career videos. Testing is also important, especially at ninth and 10th stage. IAP testing, interest, abilities, and personality. Yeah. In case you have a audience which is looking at outside India, then they can look at other tests also. APs also you can start pretty early. Summer and winter camps are again essential. It is really, really important for all of you to understand the top summer and winter camps. And maybe I'll share with Niti ma'am subsequently a listing of summer camps, winter camps. Though if you're looking outside India, it starts very early. With some camps, the applications start in December for the next year, June, July entry. Yeah, but summer winter camps are good. Any projects one can take up, patent development one can look at. So these people are important. Next. So now I'll quickly pull in Dr. Purushottam. Dr. Purushottam, I hope you are here.
Yes, yeah, good evening, Mr. Chawla. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Good evening. So great to have you here, sir. And Dr. Purushottam is a very, very senior person, and he has been uh, uh, heading HR of a big company, and he's a speaker at various forums. So, Dr. Purushottam, my first question to you is: what qualities do you look for in candidates when hiring managerial staff?
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Chawla. First of all, giving me this an opportunity to invite and then also speak about these subjects. So, and thanks to the CBSC team for considering me as a speaker for this program. What qualities we look for look in the candidate when we looking for the managerial staff? Actually, we look for the candidate who demonstrate strong leadership skills and effective communications, strategic thinking skills, and ability to manage and motivate the teams. And additionally, we also look at that we also additional value to that problem solving abilities, adaptability, and also track record of achieving the results. These are the key qualities I would consider for any of the candidate we are looking for the managerial or leadership level.
Great, great. If it is fine, then you can please start your video also. I think you'll have to.
Yeah.
You should share with you. Yeah. So my next question to you is like how can counselors understand that which sectors are growing up? How do they check job availability and which industries? So what are good places for them to start and to take it up?
Yeah. So these, if you look at the how the first question is, if I got it correctly, that is how counselor can track the availability of the jobs, right? Or support to the students. Basically, counselors are, for my understanding, they are very much active into the market, look and keep researching through the job portals, networking with the industry professionals, and also staying updated with the labor market trends, how the market is going, what are the new demands coming into the market, and also in addition to that, the government or industry reports that always help them to be keep updated themselves. Another point related to that, you mentioned this industry growth oriented, which are the areas. So I would recommend that yes, for my understanding, the technology, healthcare, renewable energy, and e-commerce are the key areas in these days which are in the growing phase. And I'm assuming that these will take next level to the career of the new students and the newcomers into this market.
Great, great. So I'll come back to you and people. We are, there are so many councils who are attending, and I hope so. Any quick questions anybody has before I move forward? Any questions anybody has? You can just write in the chat, people, if you have any questions you want me to address right now. I have discussed a few things like how to look at employability reports, where are the good resources. We've discussed what are the typical questions people have, challenges in school, and then we are moving ahead with the program. So anyway, any questions you have, you can just ask me in between. I'll be happy to answer that. So how do you engage with the university experts? So a lot of universities, first of all, uh, see, sometimes we will have to seek out universities. Why? Because children want to go to the top universities. They might not be willing to, they might not be coming. A lot of government universities might not come to the campus unless you invite them. Yeah. So, does, for example, in Delhi, do you go? Answer is yes. We have successfully invited people to, I don't know, every year to more than 15, 20 schools. So, of course, you have to reach out to the right people. I remember for a number of years, we used to invite NIFT. And IFT is again a government university, the topmost fashion design school in India. So, NIFT, there was a public relations officer, Mr. T.K. Home. He would come to all our career fairs and he would be happy to interact with students and parents. Similarly, ICAI, which is again a government body, ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, ICSI, and so on. So similarly, if you reach out, then people would. But if you're there at the school, then it will be only private universities which are maybe approaching you only for marketing. So we have to be really aware of what is happening. Even private universities, it will be a good idea to invite professors of repute, to invite students who are doing well. We requested a private university and their child, rather a group of children, they had worked on launching a satellite. So we told them that why don't you guys come? Why don't students come and they discuss with other students how they went about and what were the technical issues and so on and so forth. You can follow university pages on Instagram, Clubhouse, and so on. We can also invite like Campus France is an initiative of French government. So today only I passed it. I think 7th May there was session for counselors. So for study abroad also USIEF is a government body which is in India. Netherlands, a lot of embassies do amazing work in terms of reaching out, and they have events for counselors as well. And with online events, you can join from anywhere. So yeah, I think I have a few courses. How school students enroll to the internship and uni? Okay, so there are two, three ways on how you can get internships. First, First, you can ask your children to be active on LinkedIn. They can make their LinkedIn profile, they highlight things, they keep on building up. As far as LinkedIn is concerned, they keep on, they if I'm a student, I would probably update my LinkedIn or put an article, put a blog, put something every third, fourth day, if not so much once in a week. And then I'll connect with my seniors from my same school. So the seniors are working some with the other, and then I'll send in request for internship. Yeah. So I'll have to, instead of directly like somebody just standing up and saying I want internship, you'll have to pre-prepare the student before they go for internship. Anjana ma'am, lot of courses are absolutely free of charge. Somehow, we have to build up our understanding of it. Check out HubSpot Academy. HubSpot has more than 460 free courses, more than 400 plus courses, I would say, free of charge on digital marketing, which students can learn and go for internships. Yeah. Google Skills Shop is there. So Google Skills Shop offers courses free of charge. You'll be surprised. I have in my presentation JE training and NEET training free of charge. I am just coming to that. You'll be surprised with it. So we, a lot of times, these bodies might not advertise so much. So that's a challenge. Okay, next. Next, please. Yeah. So globally, please understand that in a country like US, UK, people start pretty early. So middle school is where career counseling. In India, also few schools have been experimenting. But yes, you can start playing around with career counseling, as in at least start off by helping students understand themselves right from a young age. From sixth, seventh, eighth, maybe some activities can be started. I'll showcase some activity, but a simple activity that one child goes, like in a class of children, each child goes and speaks to their neighbor and comes out with a structured presentation on that career. You know, and the same 40 children are doing, so 40 careers covered, or drawing your own vision board. Next, IAVG is the oldest career counseling association in the world. IAVG, check it out. So if I'm in eighth class, I would probably work on confidence building. If people are confident, then only they can think on careers. Who am I workshop? Working on their personality, interests, and values. You know, Profiling public figures. Field visits can be helpful, and of course, parent session. Summer camps will help. Like 12 years of age, EDI Ahmedabad has an entrepreneurship summer camp. EDI is a government institute based at Ahmedabad. It's under Government of Gujarat. Next. Similarly, grade 8, we can expand to skill building and broad career awareness. So, career mapping game where subject teachers can help them in understanding, okay, if you take history, you can go for museumology. If you take geography, you can go for GIS, and so on and so forth. So, matching subject to career, it can be a team based, and it can be more in a gaming format. Maybe career clusters that, hey, if you're creative, then advertising, UI UX design, product design. These are upcoming career option. We can ask them, and this is very simple today. Why? Maybe 5 years back, as a counselor, it was difficult for you. Today, you just need to use AI. I have somebody who's just 1 month in my organization, but for every child who visits my office, she builds up a career curriculum. So, what kind of prompt she uses? She uses, uh, I'm a student in ninth grade. I have interest on creative side and technology. I intend to study in India. Tell me the best 5 YouTube channels to follow, Discord communities to participate in, and 10 Instagram accounts to follow where I can learn more about these. So free courses, free online courses. So we just give this prompt, and immediately there's something which comes. Okay. So next. Ninth is the time when more of subject selection can be worked on, and a lot of schools start aptitude testing in ninth grade. And where one-to-one counseling, it is important to speak to the parents right from eighth grade onwards. So some parents might come, otherwise online webinars can be done, but it's really, really important to speak to the parents. Invite your alumni. Your alumni is strongest, showcase of what all careers are happening in the world. Why? Because they've already gone and done that. Yeah. And then, of course, more focused profile building. What kind of competitions? Check out website like unstop.com. What online certification people can take. First, they should be ready, then only they can do something in internship. You cannot be a blank person and say, hey, I'm not getting an internship. So what is your competence which will lead you to an internship? Let them make their own LinkedIn page, LinkedIn profile, and then build upon it. Next, you can have an ambassador leadership role where somebody is putting up monthly bulletin, is organizing workshops, there is some peer counseling happening. And then of course more focused workshops on 10th is a time when they would be finally choosing the stream for CBSE. So research paper can be worked on. Parent career dialogue, parents can be invited to speak to the students. Next, so a lot of work around this area. Ninth and 10th is really important for subject selection, and 11th now career deep dive. So now university fairs can happen. They can have workshops on LinkedIn. I was invited by Dubai International Academy, and I did a workshop only on LinkedIn. The crowd was such, they said, we know about careers, but tell us more about how do I use LinkedIn? How do I build up my resume? How do I send it to people? How do I communicate on mail? How do I interact with corporates? So that was the context of my workshop with Dubai International Academy. So there can be boot camps on research writing, portfolio development, yeah, and of course, parent session on navigating college admissions. Parents should be advised to even visit. A lot of parents are traveling, so can they visit a few universities at least near their areas, if not more? Next, if I look at a typical student in UK, US, they start visiting colleges, universities from 10th, 11th, 12th onwards. And then 12th is finalization of various things. Maybe some universities require SOPs. Maybe there's some amount of financial planning which is needed. So yes, Shashi ma'am, of course, you can just check. You can check jatinchavla.com. So that's our website. Okay, and then of course, one-to-one guidance, which colleges, where, how, and again, alumni mixer where they can speak to alumni. Next. So this is how a career this thing can come in place. Some schools they have defined activities. Some schools they are tying around with a few workshops. Great. So there can be career quizzes. There can be skill challenges, and so on. Next. This is NASCOM. NASCOM does Future Skills, which I was talking about, Future Skills Prime. So it will give you a lot of ideas in IT industry, what is happening. Next. Also internationally, you can see cnet.com. UNESCO has UNESDoc, where you can see they publish documents all the time. So you can see documents which address careers. So they have Global Education Monitoring Network. Next. UNESCO around culture, world heritage, corporate sector. Yeah. So a lot of work UNESCO does. Next. Check out this. This is very interesting. So some years back, one guy came, and that time there was no chat GPT. I used Google. I Googled maths and movies because the child said I'm interested in it. So this is a Harvard University mathematics website, mathematics in movies, where there are 300 movies listed which use mathematics. Can you imagine this? Yeah. So when you speak to the students like this, that hey, do you know that mathematics can be used in movies? And maybe you can give examples of a couple of movies. Like I give example of this movie, Moneyball. You know, so then they get enthused. So the research paper can be on mathematics in movies, mathematics in Indian movies. Next. So it has to be exciting for the children also. I'm still here, people. I'll finish first. Okay, IIT Dharwad. How many people knew about this? IIT Dharwad. How many people knew about this? That it's a new IIT. It was inaugurated on March 12, 2023. IITs are there in Bhilai, Tirupati, and Jammu also. Do you know that there's IIT at Abu Dhabi also? Yeah. So, even IITs are topmost institutions. Do you know that IIM Sirmor just launched a 4-year program? IIM Sirmor launched a 4-year program, BMS. Yeah. And these are top programs. When IIM Indore came, it took me so much of convincing that parents let your child go to Indore, because Delhi parents will say Delhi University. Yeah. when I kept on talking, and I had visited IIM Indore before that. Next. Indore is such a clean city. Next, please. IIT Madras, there's a scope scheme. Science Olympiad Excellence can be used to enter in. And IIT Kanpur has Olympiad-based admission route. Next. Also, one more area is there. I think the heading went in the previous PPT that basically, schools should not serve as feeder hub for coaching. You all understand that what is important for a child is, especially in these classes 10th, 11th, 12th, that there should be holistic development. So a child is learning how to work in a team, how to work with others, and boys, girls trying to get to know how to interact with each other. So critical thinking, communication, life skills. So the moment one goes to coaching, it becomes a very focused. So that is why it is advisable for people to remain in schools. How do we prepare them? Next. Oh, Shashi ma'am is saying your son got CS branch. Amazing, amazing. No, next. I just want to show the free platforms. People, this is really amazing. Yeah, Sathi is done by Ministry of Education. It's a free platform. You can prepare for NEET, prepare for JEE, prepare for CUET. Lot of other exams also. It is free of charge. Check out Sathi. It's a good portal, and Sathi has produced very good results also. But see, it's a Ministry of Education initiative. They don't put full page ads like private institutions do. So don't be misled by private institutions. Yeah, you all counselors have to kind of fight against this menace also. IIT PAL is an initiative of IIT Delhi professors, again free of charge. Both these are free. IIT Delhi professors helping children prepare for JEE, free of charge. It is recorded lectures, live session, and question answer. Yeah. Please take it to, these are high quality resources. Please take it to your students and parents. Please talk about it. Take out printouts and put up posters somewhere. Yeah. Next. Please do check it today yourself. Next. Last 2-3 slides, people. So it's not to ban coaching, but we should have strong academic fundamentals in school, and you can supplement with free low cost online resources. So there's no need for expensive, stress heavy, and high pressure coaching. Next. NCDA, so some of you travel. So NCDA keeps on having conferences around careers. NAFSA is a big conference. NCDA is a US-based body of career counselors. Even they have credentialing. A lot of people in India have done some kind of credentials done by private organizations. But honestly, if you have done it from NCDA, if you have done it from IAVG, so that will hold much stronger value compared to all over the world. But beyond it, you have to keep on opening up your mind towards possibilities. So even daily newspapers, magazines will be helpful. Connecting with the right set of people. People like me, we have a YouTube channel which we use to propagate career information. I have put more than 260 videos on my YouTube channel. Next. Next, please. This is a Michigan Career Development Association. Prime target, Danica Lobo is mentioning. Yeah, absolutely. I'll see it today. I love maths actually. Though I'm not using it as much, but I just use it to ask people. I don't have time. Otherwise, I would have asked you guys also some maths questions. But prime target, I'll see today. Thank you, Danica Lobo. Yeah. Okay, people also, get connected with the other counselors. So you are all from so many different regions. So it's a good idea to get connected. Your LinkedIn should be very active. Your LinkedIn should be very, very active. And you should connect with the other counselors, other people, nationally, internationally. And people are very much responsive. Like this only, I connected with the IAVG, and then I was invited for Bali Impact last year. I just went there and I had a nice time and I learned a lot of things. In fact, I kept on asking one entrepreneur questions. He was like, there are a lot of academicians also, but I liked the way he was. So I kept on asking him that how do I scale up career counseling? How do I use AI and all? He said, why don't you ask AI the same question? I mean, which I actually did and have been working on it. So just showcasing, yeah. So great. I think thanks a lot to all of you for watching this. You can scan this. This has free resources. This has handouts which you can use for your schools. The entire presentation today will be available online on the CBSE YouTube channel. So do check it out and do ask children also. And we have further for students and parents. We have further such sessions coming. So please look at the CBSE circular and pass it to all your students and parents. It'll be really helpful for them. With this, I wish you all the best. I'm thankful to Manoj Srivastava ji, Niti ma'am, Sudesh ma'am, and of course Dr. Purushottam and Irene ma'am who have helped us in organizing this. Any help you need, you can be in touch. Just my YouTube channel is Jitin Chawla. Just search for my name. I live, breathe, and eat careers. I mean, that's how I become. Just search for my name, you'll get my YouTube channel.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. And I think I would request Irene, please do the needful.
So, good evening, everyone. As we conclude today's session, it is my honor on behalf of CBSE to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks. First and foremost, our sincere gratitude to Sri Himanshu Gupta ji, sir, Secretary CBSE, for his continued guidance and support in strengthening such initiatives for promoting holistic student development. We are especially thankful to Sri Manoj Kumar Srivastava, sir, Director Training, CBSE, for his keynote address, which reinforced the importance of structured, year round career guidance and highlighted the evolving responsibilities of schools and school counselors. A warm thank you to Mr. Jitin Chawla, sir, for effectively setting the context and framing the discussion with clarity and insight. We also express our sincere gratitude to Dr. Purushottam Jangir, sir, for sharing his expertise and enriching the session. Finally, a big thank you to all participating counselors. Your role is vital in helping students make informed, confident decisions. Thank you, everyone, once again, and wishing you an inspiring evening. Thank you.